Hey guys, how's it going? My name's always and welcome back to Feed the Beast Pyramid Reborn. I almost wanted to say Infinity. This is Pyramid Reborn, and last episode we were working on getting the semi-fluid generator so that we can start getting power and complete the 2 power quests, because that's pretty much all we can do at this point, I think. We're going to look at that here in a second, but we were having an issue where the EU was not updating. Evidently, that is a known bug, and if we had the guidebook that worked, it doesn't, we would know that if we come over here and there's a computer reset button, you hit that, and it resets all of the computers in the little island right there, and that is pretty much all you need to do. And it fixed it, it took a little bit of time, that's why I didn't do it on camera, but it reset everything, and now we can see how much progress we've made, and we have 30,000 EU out of what, 3 million? Yeah, so it's gonna take a little bit. We need 10 times that much, 100 times that much. So we're gonna get to work on that today, as well as I kind of want to look at what all of this stuff requires. So let's just go through. So material stonework factory. We'll have that up. We need petroleum. So let's get that petroleum. Now the actual petroleum is not too bad to get. It's just melting down petroleum dust. So let's just look that up. That'll be good enough. We might be able to start working on that today, which will give us, looks like a creative energy cell, maybe? I don't know. I have no idea what that is. Let's see, we need a starfield creator. So starfield, that is Botania. Ooh, elementium. So we need to get pretty deep into Botania for that one. A programmer. That is Pneumaticraft. I didn't even know that Pneumaticraft was in this mod pack. Alright, well there's something we could probably start working towards. What's that give us, by the way? Anything good? Gives us some armor. It gives us a jet plate and weapons. That's actually kind of nice. Let's see, what else? We need a draconic fusion injector. I wish I could get rid of those 2 things, but that's fine. That's gonna be pretty far along. We need to get draconium for that. We need clay, bedrock. Which I don't even know how to get. Cobblestone, bedrock. Bedrock, I have no idea how to get that one. Clay, bedrock. Let's just look up clay. And is there something special with that we can find? I'm gonna look into that one. I don't know how to get that. I don't even know what it is, really. So, that's one we'll have to figure out. Let's see. Anything on this side? I think we did all of these. And both of those? Yep. So we just need the garden cloche, which we've been looking at, and then the crafting grid. I think the crafting grid is considered the next thing. Crafting grid. And that is refined storage. That requires a solder, which requires quartz enriched. Yeah, we could probably start working towards that. So that's what we're going to work on today, is just trying to get that taken care of. And then the garden cloche. And is there anything else? I don't believe so. So with that all taken care of, there's a couple other things I want to do before we get to work making all this stuff, and just kind of progressing. That's kind of the plan for today. We are going to make a plant ball, because this is really good for getting biomass. which we need for more ethanol. The other thing we can do is if we come over here to... we have a macerator, right? We can throw seeds in the macerator. And this will take a little bit of time. Not too bad. And this will make... what is it called? Biochaff. And this can also be used to get more biomass. And it takes 16 each, so we'll just kind of keep an eye on that. And basically we just need to get more and more and more ethanol. So let's take a look at some of the stuff. So we have to get into Britannia. We can't get into Britannia until we can get access to a couple of different things. One, we need the mana pool, which requires living rock, which requires pure daisy, which is going to require flowers. And we can get these from a couple different sources, but the easiest way is going to be floral fertilizer, I do believe. And that's not too bad to make. It just needs some yellow and red dye plus some bone meal. So we could jump into Britannia a little bit, but I'll be honest, I don't really want to. So let's look at this refined storage. I've never really messed with this mod before. It does not look difficult at all. We have access to nether quartz. We have a little bit of it, so we should be able to do this. So first thing it looks like we need to make is the solderer, which requires pistons and slime balls. So we're going to need 2 pistons. Let's grab a stack of wood, because I have a good bit of wood at this point. And all of my stuff, by the way, is in here. So let's just get this all taken back into the inventory. Let's see, 5, 6. What can we put at 7? We'll put the watering can. 9. And then this stuff will come down here. And leave the rest of the stuff in there. I don't know why the seeds are in there, to be honest, but whatever. So we need... let's see, we need some pistons. And then we need some sort of slime to make them sticky pistons. You know, let's go ahead and put these guys in here. The best way to get slime balls at this point is, I think, going to be if we grab some rice dough around water. Now, unfortunately, I just used all of my rice dough to make more bread because I was getting hungry. So we'll have to deal with that in a second. Let's go ahead and chop down more trees as they grow, just so that we can get more saplings to turn into biomass and all that kind of fun stuff. So get a little bit of that dough. Hey, that's enough. Cool. So all we need to do at this point is grab some water, which I have. It's all downstairs. I almost feel like I need to bring the drum upstairs. I think that'd be smarter, but whatever. These guys are all filled up, and I feel like with that filled up, let's go ahead. We're not really using the machines all that much right now. Let's go ahead and get power going to the main system, and that'll take a while to fill up, but we'll make progress. So let's make the rice ball. Oh no, it's rice dough, which is 3 of these makes 2. So we need just a little bit more. That's easy enough. We have a watering can. Just stand over here. We have a lot of rice growing, which is nice. Just kind of walk through here. There's one. That should be enough. Alright, so rice dough into the rice slime balls. And that is a nice, easy way to get slime. So with that taken care of, we're going to go ahead and put that in there. For the solderer, we just need quartz refined enriched iron, which is 3 iron, and some quartz. So let's get a good bit of this because it seems to be important for this mod. And there's a bunch of that. So we do all of this and we get the solderer. Now I have no idea if this requires power or not, so we're gonna put it right here for now and ignore. Okay, so it doesn't seem like it needs any power, presumably. That is good. Let's go ahead and come over here, get the last bit of seeds turned into bioshaft, and what do we need for the crafting grid? So we need a crafting table. That's easy enough. We can go ahead and make that. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So there's the crafting grid. The next thing we need is an advanced processor, which we need printed silicon. So we need to smelt up some quartz. I think it would be a good idea to take like, let's get like 8 of these. And we'll cook them up. Now we could go ahead and make a system for ourselves. I don't know if we're going to. Because honestly, this is about completing the objectives, not really getting a full playthrough. If I want to play through with these mods, I'll find another pack with them. In fact, one of the quest mods that I want to do relatively soon, maybe after this one, will have refined storage, so we can mess around with it. So we'll make some more quartz. And I think that's enough right now. And I don't want to use too much power at this point, just because I want to keep this stuff feeding the machine. Now another thing we should probably go ahead and do, and this is going to cause issues, but let's go ahead and throw that in there. And this is probably going to run out of power. Or not. Is this one? No? Okay. So how much do we have? We still only have 1,000. That's not good. And let's kill everything. My sword is almost broken. Which we could probably just go ahead and make a diamond sword. But I want to go ahead and get some... I want to get some better stuff. So let's see. That goes... Oops. So that goes like so. Oh, I keep missing. Like so. Alright, and then we'll get darkness. So yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and make a diamond sword real quick. Let's see. We just need 2 diamonds. And this will just be better for fighting, for the time being anyways. So throw that stuff in there. Alright, do we have some silicon now? We do. Alright, so the first thing we need to make for this guy is printed silicon, which is just this into the solder. And I think it does need power. Let's find out. No. Only work without redstone signal. Alright, so I need to go... Let's go to the main island, because I think we can read books on here. How are we doing on power? We are at, what, 6 million out of 30 million? Not bad, a fifth of the way there. So there is some resources back here, and I think there's a refined storage book. I need to look into that, because I don't know what I'm doing. Integrated dynamics. Okay, so how does the solderer work? That is something I'd love to know. And let's look up refined storage and see if there's anything that like piques my interest on this. So I know that it's a mod that just basically it's basically an applied energistics system. It's very similar to that, but it's a little bit more like the old applied energistics than AE2. So I really don't know what I'm doing. Do I need like only work with redstone signal? Let's give it a redstone signal. Why not? Let's see if that helps. Because I really don't know what I'm doing with this. I've never worked with this mod before, so apologies, but let's go ahead. We'll get 2. Or does it just take forever? Because there is... Let's see. We need to make the crafting grid. We need the advance, which is a diamond, redstone, and printed silicon. And then we need to make the grid, which is going to require more of these processors. So... how are we going to need that? So that we can make. We're going to need 2 improved processors, which is 2 gold. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 silicon in here. So we can go ahead and do this. And there's got to be more. There's got to be more to this mod. So let's see if we can't figure it out. Do they have like a power acceptor or anything like that? I know there is a controller. I bet that's what we need. All right, so let's get rid of this for a second. That we can take. And let's go ahead and make the controller, because I think that's what we're going to need. So we just need, we're going to need a diamond. We're going to need more quartz. And I think we can do this. So, oh, you need actual stone. My blocks are up here. So there's that. And then the controller. Alright, and this probably accepts power. And it does. And then this probably will work now. That was the issue. So we needed to give it power through the controller. And this will use power and all that kind of fun stuff. So that's all we needed to do. Now, we're going to need, for the crafting grid, we're going to need another one of these machine casings. So another piece of stone with more quartz and iron. So let's just go ahead and make a bunch of it. We'll grab that. And then we need 1 diamond. 1 iron, 2 iron, and 2 gold. So 1 diamond, 2 iron, 2 gold. And this stuff doesn't seem to take too terribly long, so that is at least nice. And then we're going to need a little bit of glass. So let's get a little bit of glass cooking up. Alright, so there's that. Let's do the 2 gold. This one requires redstone. Probably going to need a bit of redstone. And we're going to need a little bit more quartz. So let's go ahead and get some more quartz. Alright, with that taken care of, we'll do the iron next. And I think we're going to be pretty much good to go. How much? Why is that not accept? Where is? Alright, let's just move this around like so. You get a transfer node like so. And I don't know where my ethanol is going. I feel like we've lost a lot of ethanol. But you're out of power, so maybe that's why it's not actually doing anything. So there's all that. We're going to need this, this, and these guys. And do we need to make all of them into basic processor? Yep. And yep. Alright. So this is going to be pretty easy. We only need 5 redstone. And let's go ahead and turn off the power transfer to here. Just so that we can start getting more power in general. So yeah. Is there any other furnace generators? Let's see. There is powered furnace. Nope. Ender furnace. Can we do anything with the furnace generator other than... No, not really. Okay. We can make rainbow generators, but that's a little bit difficult. Especially with kind of the level of tech we're going to have. Alright, so there's a bunch of nether quartz. Alright, with that taken care of, we can go ahead and get those. And we should be pretty close to being done making this thing. Now again, I don't plan on doing a refined storage. I don't know that there's going to be much point to it. But we'll see if we need to do stuff. We'll get into that. But I don't think it's going to be that important at this point. So that worked. And we have a little bit more. It is slowly making more ethanol. There's that. So we're going to need, what is it that we need for the other two things? So this one requires glowstone, and we need a piece of quartz. So pretty easy. And once this is done, we'll be able to do that. So let's go ahead and chop down some trees while we're waiting, so that we can get more saplings, so we can get more biomass, more ethanol, and that is something I'm definitely going to work on between episodes. I want to bring you guys back in for this episode just because of figuring out what the problem was. Evidently it's a common problem, so if your world is having issues, the computer's not updating at all, there's a couple of different things you can do, but the first thing you should do is reset the computers. And that usually fixes it, from what I've read. So it's good to know, but yeah, so let's get the pumpkins, because why not? And you know what, we'll even get the hemp. I don't know if we can use that for anything at this point, but it's something. Rice goes in there, not rice seeds. And let's grab some sugarcane as well. And yeah, so we can make the plant balls out of both sugarcane and these guys. Can't we use pumpkins for something? To get, like... How can we get cactus? Slime balls with alchemy catalyst, which that's not terrible to do. We could easily do that if we can get some more mana pearl or ender pearls. And that's the hardest part of all that, but we can worry about that later. Alright, so we should be done making all of this stuff, and that means we can do the destruction and the construction, and now we should be able to make the crafting grid. We just need the glass. That's right. So we do that. There's the grid. Put that in there, and that, and that. And that will take a little bit of time, but we'll get there. 3 buckets. So might as well see. We'll get a bucket of ethanol to go over there with us. We can put the stuff in here, kind of clean up our inventory a little bit. And yeah, so I don't know why I have those seeds, but we'll keep them. So there is the crafting grid. And if we want to have a storage, a refined storage, we can do that pretty easily. It's not going to be too difficult. So that's something we can maybe do, but like I said, I don't know if it's going to be super useful. That's going to be working. So crafting grid is going to get us, looks like shiny and mushrooms. So just throw that in there, and yet another quest complete. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and delete that. So, what's that mean for us? I don't know yet. This is doable, I think. See, fluid transposer, we need a lot of redstone and a lot of obsidian. But we have obsidian, so there's platinum, mushrooms, and can we... Actually, I want to see recipe. Can we resource generator? We certainly can. Cool. So we don't have to grow mushrooms. That's actually really nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get a little bit of all of these. And just something like that. Just enough to get a little bit. So that we can duplicate them later as we need them. And that is good enough. So what we're gonna do is just gonna let's go ahead and put some mushrooms in here. We're gonna put our platinum in here, and we'll take the rest over. And we might as well grab another bucket of ethanol for the trip, and time to store all this stuff. So this stuff gets stored, and you get in there. We're going to take you, and yeah, so we are at 88 million out of, we're about a fourth of the way there with the power. But this is the more important one, I do believe, that is going to get us, that looks like aluminum, which is required to make the garden close. So once we get the EU, we'll be able to get this. We'll get melon, I think that's melon, or is that canola? And cactus. And then this one should also be pretty easy, petroleum, to go ahead and handle. And we'll just start working on getting, after those two, we could probably start working into this, but oh man, this is not going to be easy. So we need LPG, we're going to need oil, and we need the Amdron, so we need emeralds. And how can we get emeralds? Is there something that's going to give us emeralds? Because otherwise, I don't know what to do with that. I'll have to figure that one out. But the Amazon is what we're going to be using to get access to more stuff, to kind of complete the pneumaticraft stuff. I've seen that you can order, you basically make drones and you order plastic, because I don't believe the drones require any plastics. No. Yes, they do. So I'll have to look into like how well. Oh wait, no, I don't think you need the. You don't need a drone for the Amdron. You can just order stuff, which is really cool. But at the same time, there's not many ways to get these different materials other than Amdron. So we need to figure out how to get access to emeralds. Crushed emeralds. I mean, I know if we could get villagers, that would be the easiest way, but I don't think that's going to happen. And there's got to be a halfway decent way to get emeralds, so I'll have to look into that. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for this episode. Next time, hopefully I'm going to have most of the power on both of these guys finished, and we'll continue working towards something else. We could probably go ahead and do the petroleum dust. Pulverized obsidian is not too difficult to get, considering... Wait, don't we have obsidian? Yeah, we have obsidian. We can duplicate obsidian. That needs to go in here. So, we can pretty easily just throw that in there and get obsidian. So the petroleum dust should not be difficult to do. And we can start working on that next time and kind of continue working with the 2 power sources. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!